Okay, here we are, quarter-final time. England at Denmark. Denmark looking to avenge the second round 2002 World Cup, perhaps. It's a long time ago, but these history does tend to remember these things in football. England even money favourites. Very interesting formation from Denmark. Very counter-attacking. So England have changed their formation, and I think, although I wouldn't necessarily say this is a good formation, it does get the likes of Steven involved. I prefer to play with a bit more wide players, but Aiden Novak hopefully gonna repeat his man of the match performance. Cousins waiting in the wings, but I can't see Tumba. There's Tumba. So hopefully one of them will come on. But McRae probably deservedly keeps his place after getting the goal to equalise. But Stephen, expecting a big game from Stephen. It's like they've saved him for these big games down the stretch. So Hartwig out to Svensson. We have hardly ever see England facing any pressure just because they're so dominant. Chalobah, and it's a goal. Corner was whipped in. Chalobah rose, and he's earned his right to be in the team because England have kept winning and Koku's kept faith. So England taking a very early lead there, and should be hard for Denmark. Just knowing how dominant England are, England don't need many. But they create so many chances, but you'd think they don't really need many to score. They've got the talent. So England, just since the goal, have just kept things tight, not kept possession. Although the possession is even, they've just obviously killed the tempo. Not many chances. Hawes on the free kicks, goes sideways. Colin McRae, the rally driver, the late rally driver. Sterling to McRae, shoots, and he scores. So, ooh, what a goal, says the text at the bottom. He is good, but when I've looked at him, I wouldn't have been starting him. He doesn't strike me as brilliant. But then England probably not in the best striker generation of their all time when you're considering Cousins and Tumba championship standard, or not standard, but that's the level they're being selected for the clubs they play at. So 2-0 England, you expect them to coast through now. Denmark were still in the game at 1-0, even though they weren't really doing much. They were having possession, but England just seemed so tough to break down. That was a chance, a half chance. Ball whipped in, but Pratt mopped it up. Safe pair of hands. So, Novak's picked up an injury. That could be bad. John Stones is a brilliant defender in the game, but Novak's been beasting it. Hopefully it's nothing too serious because that would rule him out of the semis, and that's a penalty. Victor Fisher bringing down McRae, and I'm not sure. Stephen Hawes looks like he's taking this penalty. I can see the number 8, I think, on his back. Just about make that out. Yes, Hawes with the penalty. Scores. So Stephen scored on the big stage, even though it was I wouldn't say it was a goal, meaningless goal, but just the icing on the cake comes off the squad. Didn't sulk, didn't throw a fit that he wasn't starting, but he's been subbed there for his goal. Happy with his 70 minutes work. Tumba's on for Sterling. Just hold the ball up. Offer them a target man. So thoroughly professional performance here from England. 3-0. Denmark not really had anything. Just a half chance from a set piece. So England, even though they struggled a bit in the group stage in that classic game with Belgium, then Ukraine, I think they stumbled a bit, and then Greece. Good save, Pratt. And then against Bosnia, they went behind, so it hasn't been plain sailing. But this has been their best performance, you'd have to say. Just given the scoreline, given the opposition, and the knockout stage, they've really stepped up. And they will play. Is it Holland or Romania? England fans will be cheering on Romania. Wilson gets a fourth. Bit harsh on Denmark, considering England have had less clear-cut chances. Just been more effective. I thought they wouldn't be good down the flank, but they've used the wing backs to overlap. Luke Shaw whips one in, and I think it takes a deflection and an own goal, actually. Wilson runs away like he celebrates, but Aston Villa's Jules Okoye, a very good defender, he just hasn't really shown it in real life. Well, a great ball over the top there. Wilson runs onto it. Could be 5. Good save from the keeper. 5 really would be hard to take for the Danish fans and the players. So Stones has done well since he's come on for Novak. So it won't be too much of a weakness losing Novak, but just from our perspective, one less Gunnersbury soldier. Will Hughes, Chalobah. It's actually much better formation, I think, has yielded this improvement in England. Just means they're more clinical on the attack. So England celebrate into the semis along with Ireland, Belgium, and we will find out the other shortly. Sterling with a man of the match performance, 2 assists. Aiden done very well again. Oh, it was concentration prep. My bad. I was getting the wrong prep. Tumba came on. Just hold the ball up and link things. So onwards we go into the semis. I will try and see who England have got, so you know we've got time, but because I don't have a fixture set for us to go to, this could just run on and run on. So I don't want to miss the semi-final potentially. So we should get an update on a score here if there's a game. I'm assuming the game must be played today. This is what, 1 game at a time at this stage of the tournament. But if it goes to Monday, I'll stop it, and we'll find out in the next part. The next part probably you'd imagine be Ireland v Belgium, although they could flip it and make England play, but it's unlikely. All right, it's gone to the next day, so I'll leave it there. Yeah, look, luckily I did that because it's landed right on Belgium Ireland. We'll just see who's in the other semi-finals now that we're here. England v Italy. Sorry, I can't remember. Who did Italy play? I thought it was Holland Romania for some reason. Maybe that was the second round. So Italy beat Holland 1-0, but as Ireland showed, they've already beaten them 1-0. And I'll set up the team news just so we know if McShane is in the fold. So that was a few days ago. He's still not going to be fit, I don't think. I think it's going to fall right in between his... He'll be back, but he'll only be 70%. So he could be on the bench. It's a big game for Ireland. I won't start the match just because there's a couple of minutes to go, and I'd rather get the whole island as a separate part of the episode, so you can. I'll give you the team news now, though, if we get it in time. But when it just loads like this, it's not really good for the viewing. It shouldn't be too much longer. I can't imagine what's going on the 8th of July that's taking so much time. There's no games. Pre-season's just about to come back, I imagine. The annoying thing is if I browse, the game doesn't continue. So I could browse and look at other details, but then we wouldn't get to see the Ireland Belgium. So if it's not done shortly, we'll just crack on in the next part and show you the Belgian Ireland stuff in its entirety. Okay, so here we go. Oh, come on. Here we are. I thought I just saw Ireland 4-0 there for a second. I don't know what's going on. So Ireland for potential clash. Fitness O'Donoghue's being targeted as the key man. I can see Belgium edging this game. So Ireland are slight favourites. We've already seen England, but let's just see the team news before the video ends. Okay, I'll leave it there and see you in the next part.